Hey guys, so today, I don't know why, I was just thinking about like rejection and a lot of what we experience in childhood, it follows us into adulthood. And so I was thinking about the times that I experienced rejection as a kid. And some instances they stand out more than other ones. So one that stood out was when I think I was in fifth grade, and either fifth or fourth grade, I don't remember, because we were pretty much in the same class with the same people. So from like third grade. So I might be getting it a little mixed up. But yeah, when I was younger, I was always interested in like art, dance, stuff like that. Really like creative stuff. Sorry, Benji's just eating everything off the floor. And so there were like ballet tryouts in our school. So we had an audition, and I wanted it so bad, and I did the audition, and I didn't get it because I know for sure one was because I was inflexible, and then the other reason I believe is because I wasn't really light on my toes. And it's so funny because when the auditions came about, when it came around, for ballet, I knew in order to be, a ballerina, you had to be flexible. And so maybe like a few days before the audition, I was stretching, trying to make sure I could touch my toes, basically trying to cheat my way into getting a spot. And really, in general, I just wasn't ready, Really, if I really wanted to be a ballerina, then I would have been, stretching my body out. I would have been becoming more flexible. And, I would have been more prepared if that was something that, I really wanted. Also, I think I was already... Is this right? No, so... Yeah, I might have been in fourth grade, actually. So anyway, from that time on, I felt... I had a sting of rejection from doing tryouts, not getting the part. At that moment, it didn't develop thick skin in me. I did feel rejected because, I really wanted this thing. But even so, after I didn't get the part, I did join the dance club, I guess, in my elementary school. And then I got to be in a lot of performances, but I don't think I ever let that audition go, like that rejection. I don't think I ever let it go until I was like really older, and I just realized I just wasn't prepared, and that's why I didn't get the part. It wasn't really about me, it was about what they wanted. And auditions is just a part of life. You have to meet a certain criteria. You have to meet the requirements, and if you're not prepared, if you're not ready, you just don't get the part. You can try again if that's what you want to do. And I think one of the reasons also that I felt rejected is because in my class, when I did try really hard at school, it was always me. I was always like the top kid, like one of the top two. And so this girl who was in my class, I don't know, I felt like it was like always a competition between us, or really I was in competition with her. I was, just because I wanted to be, like her. And she's a we're in elementary, but very smart, very intelligent, very well mannered. And of course I was well mannered too, but I think also I saw a part of myself. I saw me in her, basically, so that's why. And yeah, she's just super smart. So she actually got into the ballet program in our school, and I didn't. So again, so that's where some rejection, crept in. But anyway, yeah, if I would have applied myself, I'm not even talking with just ballet, just in school and all these things, I would have. Sorry, I should have been pointing at Benji. I could have excelled even more than I was. Like when I was in 3rd grade, I already had like a 5th grade region level, because my mom gave me like these really adult books. Like I was reading John Grisham, in 3rd grade. So when I got into 5th grade, I already had a high school reading level. When I got into high school, I already had a college reading level. So as far as like books, I was always ahead. And it came seemingly easy to me just because naturally I just read a lot of books. I love to read books, and so I was good at it. But, I didn't realize that was the reason why, just because I was just so invested in it. So, there's things that we're good at, and it's not by default. It's just because we spend so much time, doing that thing. And so with anything, with me, like I'm posting my workout videos, and I don't know, maybe you guys are asking like, what does that have to do with like, if you join because of God, if you join, because of whatever. This is me improving myself. This is me becoming a better version of myself. This is me pushing myself. God wants us, of course, to believe in Him, but He also wants us to express the gifts that He put in us. And then He also wants us to explore, and He wants us to enjoy life. And for me, I've been getting the push like to like really, really work out. I've always wanted to have like that dancer's body, long and lean. And so, to do that, and I was actually having a conversation with my mom today about it. You got to put the work in. You can't just wish for your body to change or develop in a certain way. You have to put the work in, and without the work, you're just wishing. I'm sure there's a better way to put that, but yeah. So I just want us all to take, any look into your past, see where you felt rejected, and try to see if it's playing out in your life today, and figure out a way to overcome that. So I have one more example, and it's a personal example, right? So let me turn around. So in high school, and this bothered me so much because it's funny because when I put my all in, I always notice that when I put my all in, that's when I was met with the most criticism. When I was just trying to just fit in and be basically mediocre, no one bothered me. Like, no one bothered me. No one really pushed me, and I was left alone. But the moment I decided, okay, I want to excel, that's when things started coming at me to, I guess, discourage me. And, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But anyway, with this example, I was in high school. And like I said, I love English. Benji, come on. I love English. Like, I love to read, I love to write, right? Reading more than writing. But anyway, I was in my English class. We had an exam. And the part of the quiz, we had to interpret a poem. And so I said, oh, this is amazing. I love reading. I'm going to do so well on this quiz. I'm going to ace it, right? Tell me how I did not. No, I did decent. Like, I got a good grade. But I failed the interpretation of the poem. And I was so heartbroken. I actually started crying in class. And I think this was the first time that I actually really cared about, like, what my grade was going to be. Like, I really cared. Like, I was like, I'm going to do so well on this. Like, this is my thing. And, yeah, I passed the exam. But I failed the interpretation. And I was distraught. And let me see if we can stay here. It's noisy. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, I failed that. And I felt rejected. I felt, discouraged. I felt like maybe I'm not actually really good at writing. So I was really questioning myself, but I let someone else, tell me basically how much, I was worth, I guess intellectually. I don't know. So, and that stung a lot. And, I let that go. I let it go. Interpretation to me means something else, and I just feel like, listen, I put my all into that interpretation. So at least give me some credit, just don't totally exit. I felt like it was a personal attack. That's how I felt, So, guys, that's it. That is all. Look back in your life, find the rejection, and really analyze it, because especially if you're an adult, you could probably look at it a little differently and interpret it in a different way. Sorry, Benji's eating stuff off the ground. You can interpret it in a different way and see what you can get from that, and just know we're all human beings, right? And my mom sent me a reel that was interesting, but basically the guy was saying we're all men, we're all man, we're human beings. So you're not better than me. It's just, your focus is somewhere else. And if you can build a house, all I need to do is learn how to build a house. If you can build a car, all I need to do is learn how to build a car. Maybe your car is better than my car, or I can build my car differently, but I can learn it too. So, guys, whatever you want, just focus on it, put all your attention on it. Find joy in the struggle to attain, excellence. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm practicing what I'm preaching, and that's one of the reasons why I am posting my workout videos, because just so you can, get to know me and get to know who I am. I'm all about personal development, and if you know me in person, that's my thing. I'm always encouraging people. And I'm just at this season in my life where I'm encouraging myself, because I love people. I love to see people happy. I love to pour into people, and I'm learning how to pour into myself, and that's it. So, you guys, please comment if you have gotten this far. You can post if it's not too personal. You can let me know how you handled rejection, from your childhood. What did you do about it, if anything? Is this something that you need to look into? Or you can post a goal of yours that you're trying to achieve, and let's just support each other, because let's just support each other. Let's be successful together. Bye.